Mugaga Imna. We are proud to be the Dixons in your Born in Africa video.
I'm born in Africa, that's what I like. I'm born in Africa, yeah. I'm born in Africa, that's what I
As I started writing songs when I was 17, among all the songs I had to do, there was one I was focused on, I was crazy about. I cannot tell why, but I was just crazy about it. I came up with different versions of Born in Africa. And you know, at that time, when I started practicing music when I was 17, I was working with my musical partner. He was my God. He was the one with who I started working on this project. Comes from a Western culture, I would say. And the mix of our two universes was just so beautiful. And when we started with Born in Africa, we just went through so many versions of it, and we've been working with a lot of engineers. There was no version of that song we were satisfied with. Why Born in Africa? You know, people who listen to that song, all the versions we've done for this song, they will see it like praising of Africa, African ancestors, Africa legacy. But at first, the purpose of that song was deeper, was different. I was born in Africa. I was born in Togo originally, but then I had to, you know, fly over USA with my parents when I was young. So I grew up a little bit there in Minneapolis. And then I had to go back to Africa and come back to France. And I had a very weird background. But the thing to be remembered of is that I always felt lost inside. I didn't know if I was African, French, American. I felt the need of going back to my roots. Even though I was surrounded with my parents who were African, obviously who were Togolese, I still felt lost. So music was for me a sort of therapy. And literature, because I've been reading a lot about Makeba's story, about Marcus Garvey's story, about, you know, people who have been there before me, people who have been searching about themselves before me. And I was like, I felt the need of putting that into a song. That's why I came up with different versions of Born in Africa. I was testing myself somehow. After having my bachelor degree, I went to Virginia to do my master's degree. I remember in that university, so it was a female university. It was like I was surrounded with women only. It felt different from what I used to being when I was in France. And I was just in a certain type of village. I was just all by myself. And it gave me a deeper reflection about what I wanted to say into my music. I was there, I was talking with my musical partner, and we came up with the idea of making a video clip, you know, of Born in Africa song. And I don't remember why, but then I fell on a cameraman from Uganda who was talented. And by seeing some videos of Uganda, I just fell in love with Uganda's landscape. I was like, wow, I had to visit that country, that African country, because what I love about Uganda is that you have a mix of all the countries you can find in Africa. You have the western side, you have the urban side, you have the root side with the forest and the backgrounds. And I was like, I had to do my video clip there. So I was supposed to work with an artist from there, a famous artist. I'm not going to say his name, maybe later on, but I was supposed to work on that song with an African artist, and we planned everything. I was like, okay, let me go in Uganda, let me come there, and then we'll come up with a huge video that the whole world going to see. They're going to get a grasp of what Africa is. I've been there. The artist was there. Long story, it didn't happen. I felt angry, and I was like, maybe it had to go that way. That was destiny, you know, because I really believe in destiny. Somehow, sometimes you plan for things, but then it doesn't go the way you plan about it. I was there, I was talking to some people there in Kampala, and I felt on an old man, a very, very lovely person to whom I was talking about the project. I wanted to work with some kids on that song. I wanted to feel kids' energy in the song, so I had to work with kids, lovely kids. And he was like, yeah, I have my kids who are so lovely, who could actually fit with what you're looking for. And then that's when I met Laura and Philippa, two children who actually changed my view of the word, changed everything. They changed everything about that song, because they gave me an energy I was not expecting for. I was supposed to do this song with adults, you know, and I ended up doing this with these kids, and they changed my whole perspective of how I was imagining the song. So that's how we started working with Laura and Philippa on the song.
And they say in my country, women who have that, they are supposed to be very rich.
You know that the same
Let me
applies
see
here.
them.
Even
Really?
if- Of course.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Working with kids had been revealed to be my softest spot.
Get on the beat now.
Me, there's no re. Me, re. Me, do, la, so. How do you sing it?
Get on the beat now.
This is the two lines.
We come from Africa. You say we didn't know we come from Africa.
Okay, there is another so me. This.
Yes.
So me, so me. Do, la, so do,
So you know how to
la.
recognize chords?
Of course, even this one, me, there are three me's.
Sorry, how you actually?
Yeah.
So now you play the recorder and you sing with her the first time.
Okay.
Then you play the recorder and you sing. You
Then
continue
after we
singing.
do the second part.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, start.
Come from Africa. You say you didn't know we come from Africa.
Into ashes and my food to be so clean.
Great. Now I want you to say hi to the camera.
Hi,
So tell me both your names. So what's your name?
my name is Jubilee Laura from Uganda.
How old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
What do you love to do the most?
I must like to read.
Read.
Yeah,
What about music?
I love to play instruments.
Great. So you're a soprano.
Yeah, and alto.
Wow. What about you?
My name is Jubilee Philippa.
And how old are you?
8 years old.
Okay. What do you love the most?
Music.
I've always felt close to children, but this time it became even deeper, because being in Uganda with these kids was the first time for me to connect with children on an artistic level, on a musical level. These kids I worked with on this song, Happy Kids song, Happy People song, they didn't know in which level of production they were in. They were just so genuine. They gave of themselves. They were happy, they were present, they were energetic, they were they were just themselves. It was like I was seeing myself through them. I was seeing myself back then when I was younger, and I was very passionate about everything I was doing. And I had the chance somehow to have some tools that helped me become who I am today, you know. But those kids, they were not that surrounded by all these tools I used to have when I was young, and I was just seeing myself through them. And that's when it hit me that maybe one of the things I had to do in my life before dying would definitely be creating an association for kids. And that's how, with my musical partner, we came with the idea of creating a Happy Kids Association. So that association was supposed to give the tools to children that could help them empower themselves and empower their creativity. Because seeing these kids made me realize that what we need the most in Africa is not that much money. It's not money much. I think it's more, we need to be empowered. We need to give creativity to our children. We need to give them hope and give them the vision that will help them create themselves, become conscious adults. And I felt like we needed to have an organization which goal would be that.
It's just what I need. It's only what we need.
My friend, I'm all you need.
A song. It's just what I need. It should be what you need. Sing people, we are so happy. Happy, happy, happy.
So,
Sing.
wait, so when we'll be singing, you don't need to do happy, happy. We will do it after.
Bam.
Okay? So take your time.
We love our country.
So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to record you singing. Let her sing first. Yeah.
Happy people, we love our country. Happy, happy, happy.
No, you're going to do the same thing. Don't worry, I will tell you. So
The same thing here.
yeah, we're going to do the whole song. She will record, and we're going to do the whole song again. You will record, and then we do it the last time all together.
And
Okay.
and then we're going to dance a bit.
Yeah, don't worry, I will tell you. So you first. Just let's rehearse. You. We come from Africa.
You say you didn't know.
We come from Africa. So when you say you didn't know, let's make it sharp. We come from Africa, and you say you didn't know. So keep your notes like sharp, like straight. Okay. So we come from Africa.
You say you didn't know.
We come. Oh, good. Get on the beat now.
You say you didn't know.
So you're going to do the same thing with lots of happiness and smoothness at the same time. So we come from Africa. You say you didn't know. You say you didn't know.
You say you didn't know.
Perfect. So let's go to the chorus. The chorus too. That's dancing people. Yeah, go ahead.
Dancing people, we are so happy. Singing people, we are so fancy.
As you understood from this story, Happy Kid Hymn is a sub-song of Born in Africa project. Born in Africa had many versions, as you will see in the first album, Born in Africa. And then Happy People Song was definitely a song that I made with children especially, and it was supposed to be the hymn of Happy Kids Association.
We come from Africa.
let me leave one like this. You don't have to do like this.
You say you didn't know. Love is just what you need. It's only what I need. Love is all what we need. A friend is just what I need. It's only what we need. My friend, I'm all you need. A song is just what I need. It should be what you need. My song is what we need. You say you didn't know.
The ambition of this project was very big. I was not conscious of all the materials and all the people I needed to gather to make it come through. When you have a big dream, you need to have a big team. And that's what I didn't understand back then when I was in Uganda. It was in 2018. And we're in 2021 now, and I have another whole vision for Born in Africa project, and I'm sure the next years coming will enable us to give more material to that project. From the first album you're going to be hearing, from Born in Africa, even though it is not perfect, I'm sure people are going to feel the love. At least that was the goal of it. You guys feeling the love out of the songs you'll be hearing from the album.
We born in Africa. This is the place we live the fight of Mandela. We born in Africa. This is the place we love the songs of Makeba. We move to the right. We move to the left. And we dance, dance, dance for Africa. This is the place we live the fight of Mandela. We born in Africa. This is the place we love the songs of Makeba. We move to the left. We move to the right. And we dance, dance, dance for Africa. in Africa. This is the place we live the fight of Monday.